Okay, we are live from Richard Green Central with some outstanding young men, some youth here that attend the boys group at Richard Green Central. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to the listening audience. Today at boys group, we're picking out 3 topics just to briefly talk about and discuss. We're practicing public speaking, critical thought, and current events. Let me go ahead and pass this mic around and see who's here today. I'm going to start with this young man to my right. Could you introduce yourself, first and last name, your age, and what school you go to?
My name is Jamal Sabai, and I'm 11, and I go to Richard Green Central Park School, elementary.
Excellent. Okay, and I want these young men to speak nice and strong in the microphone so we can get a good quality taping here. Go ahead, brother.
My name is Montreal Wilson, and I go to and I'm 13, and I go to N1 Middle School.
My name is Jasir. I go to Jasir Ballard, and I go to Lake Marion Elementary, and I'm 10 years old.
Excellent, excellent. So today we for boys group we chose. What did we do today, brothers? Could somebody kind of tell the listening audience what we did today? How we're going to go about this brief discussion?
We're going to talk about LeBron James, Al Franken, and some more.
Okay, we picked out 3 topics to talk about, right? Okay, excellent. Now let's go straight into the topics we chose, and let's see. Let's pick my man first. Can you please talk about what you wanted to? What was your topic that you wanted to discuss today, brother?
Al Franken.
Al Franken. Now, can I ask you a question? Did you have any adult or any kind of adult influence on this topic?
No.
Now, what can I ask you also a question? What made you pick Al Franken? How did you come to that topic?
Because I saw it on the news and wanted to talk about it.
Excellent. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about Al Franken. Okay, so for those of you who know, Al Franken's been in the news. He's a U.S. what? What is it? What is he? A U.S. What position does he hold in his title of work? He's a U.S. Senator. Excellent. Okay, and why don't you briefly explain what you caught about the news about Al Franken and what you wanted to specifically talk about, brother?
Al Franken has been sexually harassing women and other stuff, and then now women are coming out on the news telling what Al Franken did. So I just wanted to talk about it.
And generally speaking, what are your thoughts about Al Franken and what has been said? Do you what are you gathering from everything that you heard on the news? And do you agree with it or not?
So what I've been gathering from the news is that he posted a picture of him like doing like something that's not like professional. Mm-hmm. So I think like someone posted the picture or something, or someone showed the woman the picture, and then but it was a long time ago, and so she finally like brought out to the news and said what happened, and then, but it's not just her, it's like other women.
Is there anything that either one of you young men on the right or left want to speak or add on to that?
I think that's kind of like not wrong, kind of, because I don't think that they like that, so he can stop.
Okay. Do you want to? Okay, just hold on to that. Think about what you wanted to say about that real quick. Okay. Hey. Okay. Everybody. We're not. Okay, everybody has their own thoughts about this. We're not passing any judgment on the way we give input, okay? All right? So I want you to think about that one more time. I'm going to come back to you, okay? Jasir.
I wanted to say something about that because he was not supposed to do that, and then if a girl just said that to him, since he worked in like a community thing, they wouldn't believe the girl. So then the girl would have to have proof, and then probably showed him that picture.
Excellent, excellent. You know, and this is a pretty deep topic. Now, hold on. I'm going to come back to you one more time. And I want you to say exactly, now I want you to introduce yourself and then say one more time what your thought is about the Al Franken situation, okay? And this is coming from your name, please?
Jamal.
Okay. Jamal, can you say one more time what you thought about the Al Franken topic in your assessment of everything?
I think Al Franken, he should have never did that to like girls and people, and like the girl had told somebody they would have to tell them the picture, like show them the picture for she could get like they can get proof, other than them like don't know he was really doing it.
Okay, that's excellent. You know, and we also have to realize, you guys, that, you know, talking in a microphone is not necessarily the easiest thing to do. So we're going to have to, you know, work all together and understand that every time that people talk on the microphone, you might think it's easy, but it's a little hard. Don't you think so? It's not as easy as it looks sometimes. Okay, so Al Franken, that's an excellent first topic. Let's give a round of applause for these topics, man. All right, and we'll be right back. We have Boys Group right here at Richard Green Central. We'll be right back with the next topic. We are back at Boys Group at Richard Green Central. I'm with three outstanding young men, and this next young man is not a stranger to the listening audience. Introduce yourself one more time, sir.
Jamal.
Okay, Jamal. Okay, Jamal, and your topic is what? What did you want to talk about?
Black history.
Okay, and what about Black history did you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about maybe Black History Month? What aspect of Black history was on your mind?
At back, like in slavery, kind of.
Okay. Black and white people during slavery. Okay. Do you have any thing that you want to add to that topic for discussion?
That like it wasn't fair, because some people couldn't do that other people can. That most black people couldn't do most of that white people can, and I think it wasn't fair, because they can do the same thing that other people can, and I think it should not be like that way.
Okay. Excellent. Now, did you hear what the brother said? He said that basically slavery wasn't fair. There was unequal treatment, you know, because certain people could do something and certain people couldn't. Now, we're in 2017. I'm going to ask you right now, I'm going to follow up the question with you two brothers. We're in 2017. Do you see anything with slavery that happened a long time ago? Do you see anything happening now that kind of matches that topic, or what are your thoughts about it? And introduce yourself real quick, please.
My name's Montrell, and so a couple of days ago, my teacher showed us a video of a white police officer shooting a handicapped black man. So he was just in his wheelchair, and he was like going down the street. So the police officer was rolling past, and then he just instantly got out his car, and then he said, "Put your hands behind your back." And then the guy was like, "I can't." And then that's when that's when the police officer got back in his car and then said he got a gun. And then that's when a whole bunch of police officers came, and then and then they shot him once, and then it was like in his rib, and then that's when he just stood there, and then that's when he fell to the ground, and then they just kept shooting, and he started to he died, and yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, you, young brother, just here, because we know you got to go in just a few minutes. We're going to ask your sister if we could just get a couple more minutes with you. Do you want to add to anything in regard to Black history and the unequal treatment that this young man wanted to talk about as one of our topics today? Go ahead.
My teacher showed us a video of this guy. he was just walking, and then the police came up to him and was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "Nothing. I'm just walking down the street." So then they checked him, and then the next day he was in his car. And then, because his daughter went to go get some clothes from his mom's, and then the guy came up to him and was like, "Oh, I see you're trying to kidnap this house." And the daughter came out like, "No," and the daughter was like 15, so she came out and said, "No, that's just my dad going so I could pick up some clothes." And then he told the dad to get out the car. The dad got out the car, and then he just shot the dad.
Okay, so let me ask you another question, and you guys can have agreement on this. So do you see kind of similar themes between slavery and maybe sometimes the way that black people are treated, like in terms of the police sometimes? I guess that would be a good question to ask. Yes or no? Are you guys in agreement to that, or are you guys kind of sharing that opinion? What?
I have an agreement to that. What my agreement is that people should be treated equally than other people can.
Excellent. That's a good point. Okay, so that's the number 2 topic. We'll be right back after this pause for the cause. Richard Green Central. We are back, boys group at Richard Green Central. We do have a guest visitor in the house right now. I'm going to let this young lady introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Talasia.
Okay, Talasia. And you are the sister of?
Jasir Ballard.
Okay, that's what's happening. And Jasir, this is the last topic of boys group, and what did you want to talk about?
I want to talk about LeBron James leaving the Cavaliers to go to the Houston Rockets.
Okay, that's an interesting topic. Is everybody familiar with this? I guess it's been in the news. Let's get some feedback around that. And what are your thoughts around that, sir? And introduce yourself first.
My name's Jamal, and I thought that it was gonna be like a great change because when he was back like in the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think like he didn't like that team, so that's why he kind of switched to the Houston kind of.
So you think LeBron James would have a better chance at Houston?
Yep.
Okay. And go ahead.
Cause I think when he was back in the Cleveland Cavaliers, like more people wanted to join, but they couldn't because it was like too much people. So I thought he wanted to trade to get more people on the team of Houston. So I thought that was gonna be a great change.
What are your thoughts about that, young brother?
So LeBron, well, see, Kyrie Irving left to the Boston Celtics, and then that's when Kyrie Irving left. I think LeBron James, I think the way he reacted, he really didn't care. Mm-hmm. So I think he's going to the Houston Rockets because he has like no one else, like, because they're not finna go nowhere if they don't have Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving was really like the best, but he was under LeBron James the whole time, so he couldn't really show it. So that's why he changed to the Celtics. And yeah, so if LeBron James leave, they're not gonna go nowhere.
Excellent. And let's get this Jasir. So that you pose a question now. Is LeBron James gonna go to the Houston Rockets, and why? Why don't you give some input around your question? What are your thoughts about it, brother?
It's good that he's going because there's not going to be anybody good, and then they will take it to the Houston Rockets. If they go against the Warriors, it'll be a tight game because the Warriors are good and the Houston Rockets now. When LeBron James goes, so then if the people that are good on the LeBron James, like James Harden, LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade, and who else? Carmelo Anthony and then James Harden, they're gonna go to, if they go to the Warriors will be unstoppable, just how the Houston Rockets are gonna be unstoppable.
Okay. You guys did an excellent job. We had some pizza too. We want to shout out. Do we want to shout out our pizza for the shout out to Pizza Luce? They provided the pizza for today. Shout out to Pizza Luce, boys group at Central Gym. Are you guys going to be back next week? That's the question. Next week, same time, same place? Okay, same time, same place?
Yep.
Same time?
Yep. At Richard Green.
At what? Go ahead.
at Richard Green Central.